We should be
All right.
live. Yeah.
All right. We are live, people. Welcome to
Yep.
Syndi-Comics Weekly. Weekly is a loose term we use here on this channel because a lot of us have lives. So things happen. We can't do it every week, but we try our best to make it every week. Tonight, you just have me and BJ. Kyle couldn't be with us. He's got some other things to attend to, but we thought we'd at least try to get together this week to talk to you guys about comics and toys or whatnot. Um, so last week, um, hold on one sec. So last week, or 2 weeks ago, we did the best of 2018. So we gave kind of like, hey, what we thought were our best books. We asked for some people to support us in that. We had a couple people join in, so we appreciate everybody that did give us their feedback. Thank you guys. Uh, so cool thing being is that we've got a lot more to go this year. That we're only starting in January, so we've got a lot to go. Especially with all the comics coming out this year. There is one topic I want to talk about tonight, and it might be a little controversial. So we'll see where it goes. We try not to be too controversial on my channel, but we definitely wanted to talk about it tonight. So, you got myself, you've got BJ. So say hello, BJ.
Hello. How's it going? Welcome, everybody. I'm
All right.
posting to some groups right now, telling that we're live, so maybe we can get some people watch this and then kind of watch the Royal Rumble at the same time.
Yeah, that's kind of the hard part. I think they had like the SAG Awards or the Emmy Awards tonight too, so I'm not sure. Um, so it's definitely been. I knew we'd have some contention tonight. Plus, later for some people, us on the West Coast, it's still early, but everybody on the East Coast and Central's a little bit later. So yeah. So we got Tattoo Toy Hunter in, the Kiwi Collector is in. We got the T-Man 978 has showed up. Holy crap. We have
Oh,
royalty. Hey, Tech Checker. Um, but yeah, we did want to just get together, talk a little bit about it. So thank you guys for coming out. We know it's a little bit later for you guys, so we always appreciate it. So So let me just jump to the controversial topic so we can get it over with. So there is a new book in DC coming out. It's called The Second Coming. BJ, did you hear a little bit about that one?
I did.
Okay.
Um, it's about is it Jesus or God? Is it God? Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus. Jesus. Jesus is coming back to town called Planet Earth, and he's hanging out with a superhero living with him, and that's as far as I can remember. I think he's just not liking what he's looking at. So, and with social media now, people are protesting and writing petitions, excuse me, to not have this story going, and us comic book people are like, okay. Did you not read Preacher back in the day? Of course, there wasn't social media back then. So I'm pretty sure Preacher would have been number one on the list as well. And yet they still want to watch Lucifer, which is like a good show. Um, one of the LCS here, he did post in the Cine Comics to petition to keep it going. I know a lot of the LCS stores throughout the nation are saying they're not going to bring it in. So there's that other petition for people to bring it to the store.
Yeah, I know mine at Hypno said they're going to carry it, and I asked them to give me 2 copies of it because here's the thing: we got to think about things as comic books. There is religion, there is things, but you bring up a good point. There was Preacher, we have Lucifer, the Sandman universe. Good
Hmm.
grief, you know, we talk about all these different types of personalities and these people that's in comic books today. Even in Marvel, they've got a person called Above All who is God in their comics. There's a God in DC. These are not things that are just here and gone. These are people that are still real in the comic community. Um, and a lot of people, and it was kind of a two-part thing. When I read about it was is they didn't want somebody putting Jesus's name in that light like that, because the way the story was going, he was going to go study with Sunray or Sunman, whatever his name was, as a
Well,
as his roommate, and then God said, "Hey, you need to go be with Sunman and learn from him how to be the Messiah I originally wanted you to be." So that's okay. That's one side of it. It's like, hey, God was mad at Jesus for not doing what he needed to do during the last time. Okay, that's an interesting take on it. But secondarily, though, there's the other side of it. They're like, we don't want religion in our comics at all, you know? So that has brought up a lot of angst amongst a lot of comic book readers and collectors. But the social media is blowing it out the water. There's petitions to cancel it. There's petitions to not sell it. There's petitions to keep selling it. And I would like to read a story about it because it'd be interesting in our day and time now to read something about it. What I would also like to see is them to expand on it. What if we have this version of Jesus go against Lucifer, from the Sandman universe. It would be an interesting story to see, the good versus evil go against each other. So we'll have to see how that storyline kind of pans out, if it pans out. But if I know DC, just like anybody else, they got a lot of money invested in that comic already, and the writers and the artists. I don't think they're going to cancel it. I think it's just going to be limited distribution.
is it DC or Vertigo?
It is,
Same thing, but
yeah, it's Vertigo. It's underneath Black Label.
okay. Hence the name Black Label. It's going to be more mature, so I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
it's like the whole Batman Damn situation all over again with the Bat member. It's like, okay, these are mature stories. These are not meant for normal casual readers. Sandman universe stories are not made for casual readers. They're Vertigo, they're mature audiences. It's you got to think outside of the boat, or outside of your shell a little bit to understand some of these stories. They're complex. They're going to be a lot of depth into it. If you want to rock 'em, sock 'em, just beat 'em up, go read Justice League in DC, or go read Batman, regular Batman or Superman. But when you get to these other stories, there's a lot of complexity to it. So I'd like to see more come in to the storylines like this. And now we've got people in the comments.
and one thing is doing something positive is it's actually helping DC out. I mean they don't really need help with sales, but they're going to get more sales with this.
Very true. Um, so welcome, Elite Ryan G. Yeah, T-Man says too. He says some people consider Jesus to be a fictional character. Yes, because it's certain religion, some people don't believe him. Believe in him. In my channel, I do. I believe in God. That's me, and that's my personal opinion, my personal relationship with God. But not everybody has it, and I respect everybody else's religions they have. And Tattoo Toy Hunter says, "I want to read Super Jesus."
Wasn't there like back in the day, like churches and whatnot, or like the Christian bookstores had comic books of Jesus and stuff and whatnot as a superhero?
They did. I remember reading some of those in the 90s. Like you would go to the Christian ministry store. They would have like, and they would have different ones, like some of David, some of Goliath, some of Jesus, Moses. They had like different stories and stuff, but they portrayed them as superheroes to kind of, elaborate, the stories, but also bring in kids to understand because kids can read comics a lot easier than they can the Bible, because you're talking about a thick book that most kids can't understand what's even done in it. So it's definitely one of those stories that it's like, okay, how do we get kids into it? Well, let's do it with comic books.
There you go.
Okay, so
And
now
um, being a bartender for years on end before my profession is now. there's two things that you do not talk about at the bar. It's religion and politics because it never ends in a positive way. I've done it many times to tell people they need to stop because number two, it's just boiling and boiling over. You're here, watch some sports, talk to me, let's talk sports, music, movies, whatever. No politics, no religion, please.
And that's the thing too, is a lot of people don't want to have politics or religion in their comics either, or in their toys or whatnot. Everybody has their own beliefs, and I respect those, whether if you're a Democrat, Republican, you know, whatever religion you are, I respect it. But it's the same thing. Everybody's starting to go down that rabbit hole, and then they start bringing it up, and they keep going and going and going. And there is no right answer. There is the answer that everybody else themselves have. There's no wrong answer to that. But at the same time, people got to let things go too. It's like it's a comic book. Really, you guys gonna get jumping up all over a comic book? We're talking about a $3.99 book that'll be out for maybe 5 to 6 issues as a mini series, maybe a maxi 12 series. So, and people want to revolt against it. So, and I hate seeing that stuff happen. I really do. It's like let
Mm-hmm.
people express what they want to express. We have the freedom of speech, the freedom of expression. People can do whatever they want to do. So I don't know. They should just get over it. It's my opinion.
Yeah, they probably will forget about it in the next 6 months after it's, you know, done. The series is run, finished and whatnot.
And a lot of people probably won't even remember it past issue one. That's how a lot of these go. Um,
Yep.
I mean, look at Batman Down number one. They were trying to get rid of that one because of the indecency. And DC said, pretty much screw you. This is pretty much a black label mature book. If you read the who's actually doing it, you know, Azzarello's doing it. Okay, if you've ever read The Joker, you already know it was dark and twisted.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so if you're gonna read Batman Damned, you know it's gonna be dark and twisted. So get over it, or just don't read the book. Go to a different something else.
Yep. Yes.
All right, talking about comics this week. So there's not a whole lot really going on in the comic world, other than you got like Age of X-Men coming from Marvel. That's starting to heat up a little bit. And if you don't know what happened in X-Men Extermination, they killed Cable off, and then Nate Gray came back and says, "Oh, I am now their Messiah." Ironically, he says, "I will go fix everything." Um, and I haven't read all the new issues yet because I'm still waiting on all my other stuff to come in. But I did catch a preview of it, and it was him taking over the body of Legion.
Hmm.
So now he's actually got all the personalities and all the power of Legion, but he's also one of the strongest mutants anyway. So I don't know if there is a level above Omega level, but he's there now. So I want to see what happens now.
Well, I can't spoil anything, but you're like, okay then. Well, what's gonna happen after this issue? Where are they gonna go? It was a really big ending. Can't really get into it much until you read them.
Yeah,
But
it's the only thing bad about being a little bit behind everybody else, just like I want to read because I finished up that short box finally yesterday. I
yeah,
got
damn.
takes forever. Plus, yeah, I got other priorities too. So I got toys. I like to play with my toys too. So hey,
I mean, that's pretty good timing though for a short box. That's a lot. That's what 150 comics at least.
yeah, it
Well,
took a
those are good. You
long.
had a couple of variants too, though. So
Yeah, that was kind of the catch 22. There was a ton of variants, especially like the Fantastic Four wedding special. There was a bunch in that one, but getting through those, ironically, the DCs were better reads than the Marvels were. The only one that really stuck out from Marvel was Old Man Hawkeye. That was a great
mm,
read. Yeah, I read 11 and 12 finishing up that, so can't wait for Old Man Quill to come out next. So that will be fun to see how Star Lord in Old Man Logan's world goes.
right.
All right. Now, I'm doing something a little different than we usually do. So I actually use a list. So if anybody reads comics, everybody has a list of books that they typically read, and you usually go through. Well, now that I have to order my books by the month, I keep monthly list of everything coming out. So wanted to go over what came out this week as far as comics. Of course, I haven't read them, but I also know what's coming out next week.
Before that, got a question from T Man. You want to answer that one?
Okay, isn't Nate Gray God already? In the Marvel universe, yes, he technically is. Um, because the last time he fought, he actually died and was resurrected by God himself. So that was always fun.
Well,
Um,
damn, I didn't know that one.
yeah, it was a weird situation. If you read the last issue of X-Man, before they canceled the series, he pretty much was being killed by Mr. Sinister. And
Hmm.
then he was brought back to life. And they said, "You can't die yet. You have something else you have to do." And 20 years later, it's where we're at today, the age of X-Man.
Okay. All right.
All right. So this week, let's look at the list. All right. So we had Avengers 13, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy #1, which I got a bunch of copies of that one. Mortal Hulk, Man Without Fear, Superior Spider-Man, The Uncanny X-Men Annual, Lucifer, Curse of Brimstone Annual, Justice League 16, and Cyberforce 10. Now, you have to let me know, did it actually come out or not, BJ, this week?
Which one?
Cyberforce.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, they've been kind of pushing that back and back every month, I've noticed. And I haven't even heard about
Um,
Youngblood, what Chad and those guys are and Rob's doing with that book now.
I don't know yet either. Chad's pretty busy now. It's kind of it's tough to get in touch with now. I'll send him a text message here or there, an email. It's hard for a response. I did text him one time, but he's got a lot of writing. He's got some more stories to shoot out towards companies, from what I've known. And I'm not sure if that's with Chris and himself or just his own series. So. Um, Yeah, it's the only best way I could find out would be when he would announce something on his Twitter account. But I know Rob's coming out with another hard book with Deadpool, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a sequel to Bad Blood or not, but that will be coming out in the next few months.
Yeah, I can't wait to read that series. Bad Blood was really good. So if you guys haven't read it, go out there and pick up a copy of it. It's definitely a really good read. Um, and if you read that one, then also go read Mercs for the Money as well. They don't connect or anything, but they're in that similar vein of storylines.
Yeah, cool.
All right. So, and next week is supposed to be a huge week for comics. Um, so get your wallets ready because here's the list for next week. Age of X-Men, Alpha #1, ASM 14, Captain America #7, Deadman Logan #3, Doctor Strange #10, Exiles #12, Man Without Fear #5. That should be finishing up that mini series that they have with Daredevil. Marvel Knights 20th #6, The Punisher #7. Our favorite storyline of the year, Return of Wolverine. Yeah, not so much. Tony Stark Iron Man #8, Weapon H #12, X Force #2. Did you read X Force #1?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm all in on that story. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good ride with that one.
Yeah. Not a big fan of the style of art, but you know, I'm there for the story though.
Me too. Well, I was happy to see all the old characters come back finally.
Yeah.
And then
Down to
from the
like being the leader in that. So that's pretty cool too.
somebody had to, especially after Cable's dead.
Yeah.
All right, from DC we got Doomsday Clock #9. We'll see if that actually shows up. Uh,
Okay.
Heroes in Crisis #5, Justice League
Okay.
Annual #1, Justice League Odyssey #5, The Terrifics #12, and then they're saying Cyberforce 8 is actually supposed to come out too. That's what I was thinking. #10 didn't come out this week because #8 is
Hmm.
supposed to come out. And it's weird because if you look on imagecomics.com, it shows all the flip flop dates. So I'm not sure what they were thinking.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm thinking they had some of the storyline kind of done earlier, sort of like how Chad and them do it, they write the story all the way up for like say 10 or 11 issues, and then somebody gets done early. So they're like, oh, maybe we can leave this one early. Well, that wouldn't make sense in the comic, as far as putting the comics out. But they did the same thing with Bloodstrike. Remember how we had the issues got mixed up a little bit?
Oh yeah.
It took forever to get those issues out. We got 0, then 33, then 34. I was like, what are you guys doing?
Oh man.
All right. So that's kind of like the comics coming up. We got a lot more for the year. Um, and there is one story I wanted to bring up that was kind of interesting, and it's actually based upon a podcast that was done earlier. So, and it was adapted into a comic book. And it's Wolverine: The Long Night.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
So if you've not had a chance to go listen to the podcast, go out there and get it. Last I thought it was on iTunes, it was on Google, it was on Spotify. I think they had it out there too. But they're going to adapt it into a comic book, which is going to be awesome because it's going to be and it's funny too. Like if you should take the podcast, listen to it while you're reading it. Like you remember the old read a story, read along stories. That's
Oh
what I
yeah.
would recommend doing, like
Awesome.
booking records, like we used to do, or taping records in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really good story. Highly recommend it. Go out there and go out and listen to it, but then go out and buy the comic book too.
I have to do that one day. I
All
got
right.
one for you. Um,
Uh,
so now we have Mark Millar with signing with Netflix last year to do some of his stories into series or movies. The latest one is Reborn.
yeah,
Uh,
buddy.
yeah, I knew that's one of your favorites, and they already have saying that Sandra Bullock's linked to it. So what you think about that?
I think it's going to be good. I'm not sure if I really want Sandra Bullock to be the protagonist, in the story. I was
Hmm.
kind of hoping to have a no-name person do it, sort of like they did with Daredevil and everything else. Have these no-name people and you build them up into good characters. 'Cause then you're not really paying money towards an actor, an actress, or a celebrity. You're paying it towards the story and the effects. You're making the story good. Um, but just getting it in an actual series, I'm freaking excited. But I also know too, it'll be a limited series. There was only 6 issues in the run. So I don't know how they're going to tackle it. If they're going to do just 6 episodes, or if they're going to do like 12, kind of split it up. We'll have
Yeah,
to see. But there's pretty much not, I don't think there's any stories Millar's done that's not been put into Netflix lately or put on TV.
right.
Um,
Or movies.
so have you watched Deadly Class? Have you got through the current episode?
Yes, I've watched the first two so far. How about you?
Good, but watch them both. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for the next one. And I had never,
Yep.
and that's the thing is like I had read Deadly Class a long time ago, by Remender. And it was interesting to actually see it on the TV screen, and it looked like it just walked out of the comic book. It really does. The storyline is amazing.
Absolutely.
There are some tweaks. Don't get me wrong; they have to tweak it because it's TV, and I expected it. But it's so much good that's close to the comic that all of us are happy with it. And it's not a super CGI show either. That's what's nice about it. It's just pretty standard stuff. It isn't like Legion or like, anything else like that on FX. So I'm super stoked. Can't wait to see it keep going. I'm gonna be sad though when they get done with this season though, because it's like,
Yeah.
all right, where are they gonna stop? Like what
Yep.
issue in the comic are they gonna stop in? Because in Dead to Class, it really doesn't have a season built into it. They just keep going and going. I don't really think the last one I read there really isn't a saga. There's a continuous story throughout every comic. You read number one and then you just keep reading. It isn't like where Reborn has 6 issues and you're done, or if you read an X-Men book, there's a crossover and then you're done. So I'll be interested to see where they do it, and I think it might be where you remember where they attempted to kill the main character in the comic. That
Hmm.
might be where they do the stopping point for the season. I'm not sure though. We'll have to see.
Um, Prior to that, I know I believe they're starting a new chapter slash saga, from what I've been understanding with just seeing stuff on Instagram from Remender and whatnot. It's they call it the next year, kind of like their sophomore year. So with the part, I think they may end up. There's two I can think of is killing off of Maria's boyfriend. Spoiler. Um,
Hmm.
or at the part where I mean, they got the case with the rat bones. Is
Yeah,
maybe they'll say, "Here's your
we got
project.
it.
Go for them," and that could end it. And they come back with season two with the what you were talking about.
Yeah, because I mean that was like, I think that was issue like 22 or 23, if I remember right.
I don't
It
know.
was it was later. I remember it was later because if I was structuring it, I would do, okay, you got the kid, he's been indoctrinated, he's going through the class, he's in the freshman year, of training. And then when he goes to his first, like you were saying, his project, then that would be a good stop. Um, but then they might keep going a little bit to see like how he does, after his first project,
Hmm.
because they might say, okay, there you go, you've done it, and then next year we'll see how you do as a sophomore. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Welcome in, Bill and Fang. Thank you, brother, for stopping by.
What's up, Tech
Um,
Checker?
check a mat.
I
All
got I gotta
right,
say
so
I enjoyed their lives or their top figures at on Brock's live stream at one time. And then I watch a couple of Tech's videos. I hope he doesn't get offended, but with his glasses and jacket on, he kind of looks like a undercover, like a school police officer.
I know. I see him in that suit and tie. I think Men in Black, just in a polo.
Yeah, I wear a shirt and tie to work all the time, and I look totally different.
I can't even tell you the last time I wore a suit and tie because I work from home. So it's like when I actually have to wear an actual go to the office, I'm like, crap, I don't fit here. Gotta cinch it in. All
He-Man
right,
says FBI.
FBI. We'll have to see. I don't know, man. Okay, so talking about comics for the week. Um, what'd you get this week, BJ? Comics, toys, or whatnot?
Oh, I got a shit ton.
Good.
Well, I only got three comics this week, but the ones I didn't show any. I didn't post my picture of what I got last week. Here we go. So I'll do last week's first. I got a variant of Conan the Barbarian. I got it on. I think I got it half off because he was doing a little sale. But I got a variant cover. I like it. I also got a variant of Star Wars: Age of Republic specials. If you haven't been reading these, the stories are pretty good. This one is a special one. It's about three or four small stories in it. These have been pretty good. I like them a lot. Uncanny X-Men number 10. Spoiler alert.
Yep.
Um, of course, our favorite, Return of Wolverine number 4. I'm already. freaking balls deep in this storyline, so as we'll try to see how it ends. Infinity Wars, Infinity #1.
Finally,
The
about done with that story.
Yeah. Marvel Knights #5. This is getting good. I got the variant cover. There's your boy right there.
My boy Sentry.
Yeah. And for this week, Uncanny X-Men Annual Variant Edition #1. Return of
Cyclops.
that guy. He had to get his jacket back from Logan. Star Wars #60. Yeah, man, the person who took over Jason Aaron's, he has not like. I mean, it's great. These guys right here. There's a squad, stormtrooper squads are they're pretty badass, and I'm really every time they pop up out of nowhere on this storyline, I'm like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
Get some.
Um, and then finally, the Mall #3.
The
Little throwback to Back to the Future here
future.
because it is based in the 80s. Loving it. Get some other stuff here. Non-comics. Picked up the Predator Target last week for $15, 4K. I'm doing my cheap self. Uh, Found a G1 hot rod for it was 13, and then like 2 days later they started showing up for $7. So I'm like, but I had Rodimus Prime. I never had Hot Rod, so I'll probably take this to work and put this on my desk.
Oh, yeah, a
Um,
lot cheaper than I did.
yeah, I got another one in box. I kept it in box though, just because the it looks great. The artwork from the back in the 80s looks amazing. I'm not sure if a lot of people don't remember, but on the back part where it shows the like strength and schedule or
And
not strength schedule, sorry, strengths and abilities. Um, they usually came with like a little red like see-through thing. You're supposed to put it on
the
there, and
decoder.
then it shows the little lines and whatnot of their strengths and abilities. Then Rite Aid is part of Walgreens. They've been a part of Walgreens for quite a while now, but when they put their Christmas stuff on clearance, they also put their Walgreens exclusive Legends on clearance as a holiday clearance. I found what's her name? Magic.
I,
I found her for 70% off. It was like $6. But I already had her. So I went to Walgreens and was like, "Can I trade this in? I already got this as a gift, and I got full credit back." Uh, like the so
you
I used
cheapskate.
that. Oh, it's Broconomics. Um, so I went to Walgreens and I found General Beers there. So I didn't have them. Broconomics.
Man, I want to make a Darth helmet out of that guy so bad.
I didn't think about that. That's great. One more thing was one of our stores. It's like a sister chain to FYE. It's called Manifest. There's one here and there's one in Charlotte. This one here has closed down, so they had a blowout clearance sale going on, and I hit that up pretty good. They had used DVDs for 80% off. So for $4, I got Voltron Collection
Uh,
10. Look at that. And then for another $3, I got another Voltron 8 C Team. I never knew
that's
there was
actually harder to find. That one is
one.
than the actual tins are.
Yeah, this one's just a box one. Um, and then their newer DVDs, Blu-rays were half off, so I got Avengers 4K and Avengers Age of Ultron for $15 each. And then they had vinyls. Nope, I just
Damn
hit.
it.
Yeah, that's I couldn't get yours. I'm sorry. There is one called Legion FYE exclusive. I tried to get it for Nate. When went back there when I got paid, it was gone. They sent them all back to the one in Charlotte. I mean, it was two vinyls back to, and then both of them had different pictures on it from the TV series, which was awesome. And I didn't have enough. I had sorry.
It's all good.
Um, but I got some. I'm a music buff um, at heart too. Uh, and they were 60% off. I got this Cold War Kids. I'm not sure if anybody knows who they are.
I know there.
I got this for $9. It's usually $30 for new ones. There's another band called Foals. Holy Fire. Love me some Foals. They rock. And I'm not sure if this was supposed to have two or if there was two separate ones, but I got that bad boy.
Oh yeah, I got that one. It's only
Yeah.
one LP, just dual sided.
Is it? Is the? I didn't take it out yet. So does it have?
Yeah, open up that bad, Johnny. Take a
Oh,
look at
okay.
it.
Well, they had a Decepticon one too, didn't they?
There is a Decepticon one. There's two versions of it, yeah, but it's the
Okay.
same exact music.
Okay. T-Man, you see that? Yep.
It sounds
Alrighty.
like shit though, by the way, too.
It doesn't. I don't sure if I was gonna play it.
It well, picture discs usually do. Yeah, and that's the only
Yeah.
problem with picture discs.
Alrighty. That's all I got.
Sweet, that's a damn good haul, man.
Yeah, I spent.
I mean, I got that Transformer rollout maybe 2 years ago when it first came out. I bought that one. And if you go to Enjoy the Tunes, I think it is, or enjoytheriderecords.com, they have the original soundtrack and score for Transformers G1. And they had it in multicolors too.
Yeah, they had that damn thing on the Think Geek's website on clearance. And it was sold out. I tried to
Yep.
get that thing.
I got
I
the
was really,
first run when it first came out because they've had two runs of it, two reissues of it already, and most of them all sold out. I got the original Optimus and Megatron split
Mhm.
version of it, and that went way fast. There was only 100 copies made, you
Yeah,
know.
I remember your video of that.
Oh, I was so excited. I was like, I got it. Praise Jesus.
Yeah, I've got
All
some
right.
more things coming, but my friends have been grabbing them for me, and I'm giving them like payments for them. So yeah, so every paycheck I PayPal them. So one I'll be getting in a couple weeks, and then there's another one that's probably going to be next month, but it's a good one.
Well, see, and like I only buy so many records a year. Like I'll do, record store day and record store day, Black Friday stuff. Because
Yep.
usually that's where a lot of my band stuff comes out, like Nirvana, Soundgarden, grunge, or Johnny Cash, or something random, of course. Um,
Yeah.
but throughout the years, like most of my bands aren't bands anymore. So it's like, there ain't nothing really new to listen to. So I wait for reissues or like specials. Like Green River just came out with a
Oh,
deluxe reissue of their stuff on subpop.com. And it was the original two albums they had. So I was like, oh yeah. And I'm just waiting for them to get here, you know.
oh yeah.
But same way with Mudhoney. Mudhoney's still on Sub Pop, so they still make new stuff all the time. So definitely go check out Mudhoney. All
I
right.
had a I had a friend who went to Chicago to go see Local H play, and it's a two-man group, and they both dressed up as characters from Super Troopers, and it was for I think it was for Halloween. I think so. No, it was New Year's Eve. That's what it was.
Now, who they play though? I mean, what were they dressed up as?
I'm not sure which ones they were. I saw
Man,
he took a picture of it when he was there, and I saw it. I thought it was pretty funny.
man, we go to Mexico. The schnozberries smell like schnozberries. Uh,
You are picking
all
up,
right,
man.
all right. So my haul for the week, I got some free comic books, so I was excited for
Nice.
free. I got the first X-Men, which is done by Neil Adams,
Yes.
and this is the trade version. And then I got the Dark Knight Returns. Got them both for free, courtesy of Thrift Books.
Yes.
So if you don't know about thrift books, it's a great place to go buy books and comics and graphic novels and stuff. But as you accumulate through the system, you'll get rewards. Well, those rewards are usually for like $5 and less comic books. So this was retailing for $2. So I was like, I'll take that one for free any day of the. So I'm kind of waiting to see if Dark Knight Strikes Again shows up on there, and then I'll grab that one too. Um, so
Send
yeah,
me that link.
yes, I definitely will. I'll put it on Syndi-Comics too. Um,
Yes.
so thriftbooks.com, people. Make some money and save some money and get a lot of good stuff. And they have like everything too. And you can build a wish list on there too. And and if they're out of stock, they'll give you an email saying, hey, it's back in stock if you want to go buy it. Now they ain't cheap. Now remember, omnibuses are, when they came out, they were $100. So we're still talking $100, $130 for some of these, but it's mostly used stuff. So if you don't really care about the condition of it, like I don't care, these are reader copies, and that's all I wanted was a reader copy of it. Then go pay $4 for the book.
Mm.
All right, so ah, we're
What?
down.
Oh, man down. And for our next trick,
All right, we back. Stupid thing. So as you guys just saw, uh, Nate was trying a new tripod out today. And actually, right before we started here, it fell earlier. So hey, and Nate don't really edit a whole lot, so we're just going to keep this rolling. So let me get my tripod set up real fast. So BJ, do some talking.
oh shit. Okay. Hey chat. Hey everybody. What's going on? Got any questions for us? No? I don't have anything new on here.
What's your pick of the week for comics?
I'm going with Star Wars number 60. I mean, it's good. They added some more characters on there as well. That for the Star Wars universe, you would say. And a couple of these characters, they added some different type of weapons as well, which is really cool. Kind of like knives that pop out like here, but they're not blades. They're more like not like lightsabers either. Something in between that as well, which is pretty cool. Here, maybe I can pull it up. And he's got a ponytail. Here, let me put this up here. You guys see this character right here? You see this right there? That's what I'm talking about. How it's coming out, kind of like almost a switchblade style, but then right there. It's just pretty cool, man. And then you see he's got an old school um, chest protector or whatnot from the Emperor or the Empire as well. Let's just get back to this cover too. I really like this cover. That's a good one. Bringing him back. I like that one. That'll probably be my top variant Tuesday. Hashtag top variant Tuesday. How much would go check woodchuck?
Good check. Well,
So
let's ask Tech Chucker. He's a checker.
let's ask Tech Chuck what he does. How much Chuck can Tech Chuck if Tech Chuck could check the check.
All right, so my pick of the week is by Man Dam number two.
Cool.
And this is the variant, of course, of it. And there's no, I mean, it's a great storyline, so I highly recommend everybody to read it. If they've not read it, definitely go out and get it.
I can take it all.
I can check. Of course you can, Chuck.
I don't
So
know if
I
I want
did.
to do that.
I don't either. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see where that goes. Um, so I did just do an unboxing video this morning, and I just posted it. But a couple of highlights I did want to show off was the Alien versus Alien Predator 2 pack from Toys R Us. And
Son of a gun. Amateur hour here, guys. You want to switch back to me? I got some other things I can show off.
no, we're going to do it this way. All right. And then I got
This is
Hoodlum.
great. Kyle, you're missing it.
Yeah, so I did get Fan Toys Hoodlum. Got to open them up and mess with them, see how that one is. If you haven't had a chance, go check out T Man's review of it already. So
Tech,
it
tech check
was.
this says, I thought you just got taken out by a predator.
I guess he didn't want me to play with it, so to speak. I mean, it's like, really, dude, really, you really gonna do that to me? I don't know.
What year is that on the back?
It's actually really old. It's 2010,
Wow.
and I
Damn.
was actually shocked. I got it from Dewdog found it at a Second and Charles in Georgia. So I was like, dang. And then today I picked up an old one, Sunfire.
Ah, good stuff.
So so I got rid of a lot of my legends, of course, when I moved to my new house. Um,
Hmm.
so ended up starting going through, and if you didn't see that unboxing video I did this morning, I got a crap ton of legends in. Like literally the whole Warlock wave minus that one. So and finished up Apocalypse, finished up I almost finished up a second Sasquatch too. So
Heck
so yeah,
yeah.
I wanted to finish up Warlock and I still gotta finish up Sauron. Because I'm only doing X-Men and X-Force Legends. So
I haven't even touched the Soarin' wave yet. I'm waiting until it gets down to like $10 from a lot of those on Amazon. Then I'll grab them.
yeah, that
So
that was the thing was like they're hard to find some of them now. Like the all new
yeah.
Wolverines have been going up in value a lot lately.
Hmm. I've been seeing that.
I mean, they had a huge sale on it in Megalopolis, back in after Christmas, and then it was all gone. All right, Tech Checker, have a good night, man. This is happy hour.
Uh, T-Man says, show him your best hoodlum pose. Now, are you talking about the early to mid 90s hoodlum movie starring Lawrence Fishburne? Like the gangster
I don't
movie?
know. This is the
Because if it
best
is,
pose
it'll be
he's
like
going to get
this.
in. He's still in the
It'll be like
box.
this. It'll be like, that's my best hoodlum pose I can do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, T, there ain't gonna be much posing. He's still in the plastic bag. I just unboxed it this morning. I haven't had time to play with it yet, so to speak. Uh, but yeah, they got that, and then oh yeah, Goldberg.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta have a Goldberg for your collection. If you like Elites, highly recommend the Entrance Greats version. The only way you used to be able to get Goldberg before was to get it through the ring set from Toys R Us.
Right. I remember that.
So that was the only way you could get a Goldberg or a crappy version of them. So yeah, T man, you might have time. When you have 4 kids and they're all wanting to do something, no, you don't have time.
Oh, he's talking about the figure. Okay. Whew.
Yeah, I know, right? He didn't put a so to speak or a pause in there. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I got this week. My next set of comics won't come till February, so it'll be a while.
I mean, I
But
gotta buy some more
it
stuff.
won't,
It
huh?
means I gotta buy some more stuff. I'm just kidding.
Well, and that's the thing is it when I did my last box, my short box I got, it was from November through January, through the first part of January. So my next one won't be as big, so to speak. It'll be January through February. So oh shit,
Um,
teammate says, "Oh, where am I?"
that's good stuff. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have seen it all tonight. We've got toys, we got comics, we've had politics and religion, we've had technical difficulties. We've had it all tonight, people. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think BJ had fun laughing at me.
No. No, it's a unedited version of Syndi-Comics Weekly here. So you try something new, and this is what happens. Jeez.
That's right. So, rule of thumb, don't try a new tripod before a live stream, 2 minutes before the live stream. So, but yeah. All right. So, it's been fun tonight. We had a blast. So, I do want to say thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. Um, we'll try to do this, like I said, next Sunday if we have time. Hopefully, Kyle can be here or Cincy can show up. Who knows? We'll have to see. If not, it'll just be BJ and myself talking comics and toys. Um, and music's always good too. So I mean, we can definitely bring more music into this channel too, because you
Oh
guys
yeah,
know I collect vinyl just like you do, BJ. So
yeah. I could pull some vinyls out. That's I got a lot. Got
uh,
over 200, I think. So, and then I'd say probably 85% of it were gifts. Just most of them from my parents, and then I had an aunt pass away about 4 years ago, and I got all her records. And then my grandmother, she gave me a bunch of records because she used to have an antique store, and she decided to retire. She's like, "Go get what you want." I was like, "Yes, yes, okay." So that's that. Um, what, T-Man?
I don't know. I just read the comment too, so I don't want to know. You guys can go have a side room discussion about it.
By the way, T-Man, I'm the Brian J. Bonso that sends you messages on Facebook every once in a while to ask about Transformers and whatnots. I'm not sure if he knows that.
Yeah. So BJ's and BJ and T Man can need to go get a room tonight. So, you guys have a good time in that room. Uh,
Bro, that's like a 12-hour. No, that's probably like a 9-hour drive for me. That's no mas there.
no, but seriously, back to the music thing. I mean, maybe we should do that. Maybe we'll pull out, so to speak, one vinyl a week. Just say, hey, this is like something we would listen to, and this is what we think is our vinyl pick for the week.
Hell yeah,
Because
I'll
I
do
get
it.
about 2,000 in the house. So
Jesus.
I well, I've had stuff since the 80s. That's the thing. I've collected since the 80s. So it's like I've got everything from Green River, Soundgarden, Mudhoney from the 80s to now to Nirvana, Zeppelin, Floyd, you name it, I pretty have something.
Oh yeah.
And T-Man says pass. And Mr. V says wow.
Oh, thank God.
All right. Well, we couldn't leave you on a cliffhanger. At least we got an answer. Um, all right. So, all right, we're gonna wrap it up, people, so to speak. So BJ, do you got anything else for the night?
No, I don't.
I don't know if you
Um,
can top that.
I can guarantee the next time I'll be able to do it would be next month on that Sunday before is it President's Day because I work for a a company institution that we always get the holidays off. So, and then we can stay up late as long as you want. I'm East Coast, so it is 11:15 here, 11:20, something like that. And that's what, 8 o'clock for you over
Yeah,
there?
about 8:30.
Yeah. So, but definitely that's 100% guaranteed. But the other times, it just we'll see what we can do for you guys. And you guys have been pretty fun tonight on the live stream there. No questions, but yeah.
I think you had enough questions and enough answers you didn't want. But yeah, it's been fun, everybody. Thank you guys for coming by. Everybody, Tech Checker, Mr. V, to everybody. Thank you guys for being here tonight. It's been a blast. We'll definitely see you guys in the next round. And of course, you'll see us, of course, in Syndi-Comics. And if you've not actually been around the block too, go check out the Syndicate. Go follow BJ out on Instagram. And what's your handle out on IG? On IG?
Comic Book Beach,
All
as
right.
well as YouTube. Sorry.
And of course, you guys know where to find me. I'm right here on my channel. I do have an IG, which is pretty dormant, but it's about to get active again. So Nathan underscore S82. So trying to get things rolling and going. Henceforth, while I get in tripods and things, been waiting on parts and pieces to do reviews with. So we'll get more active, so to speak. So, but yeah, that's it for the night, people. Thank you guys for coming by, and we shall see you guys next time. And have a good one. All right, people.